Hello Sagittarius, and welcome to your reading for the 15th until the 21st of April. My name is Sonia Jane and you're on Galactic Soul Healing. So if your sun, moon or ascendant is in the sign of Sagittarius in your astrological birth chart, this reading may apply for you in full or in part. So we're going to be looking at something from your past, maybe recent or a bit further back, some present current energies, as well as something you may not be aware of, and a possible outcome or outcomes. And then I'm going to grab some oracle cards for your spirit guidance, and we're going to have a galactic heritage card at the end for you. So let's, I'm just going to grab 3 cards here and we'll have a quick chat about something that may be, something's just happened recently in the past. And I have my Wandering Star Tarot here, which is kind of awesome. I love the backs of these cards. Right, so here we go, Sagittarius. Wow, transformation, death card, boom. There we go. So you have just undergone a transformation. Basically, who hasn't just recently? It's just become it's a universal theme at the moment, this transformation that we're going on. So this is like rebirth. It's got a few keywords around there. Transformation, new beginnings, change, begin again, all that type of thing. And I really love the death card in this deck, actually. I'm kind of awesomely happy that I pulled it because so I can show it off. But, this is so cool. So this is transformation. So we're all going through upgrades, as you are also, Sagittarius, of course. And this is like is this the 7 of Swords? No, the 5 of Swords. So this is that energy of, a bit of discordant kind of energy, and, your thoughts could be a little bit, how we say, maybe you're going through a process of, perhaps you've just released some, unhelpful ways of thinking or some beliefs, or or perhaps you've had some negative ways of relating to others, and you've kind of become aware of them, and you are sort of releasing that. But I do believe that this is like a place of contentment at the moment. So you kind of released a lot of things, and you've transformed into a comfortable space. Okay, so you are either, but the main thing is this transformation that you've kind of undergone recently. Let's just go on to the next of the current energies. So that 4 of Pentacles is also about stability. So you've acquired a bit of stability from this, whatever it is that you've released, or whatever it is that's come to an end in terms of your, perhaps a belief, or a thought pattern, or a habit, or something like that. So let's grab 3 here. Just one more shuffle. And, right, 3 here. So presently, the whole lot came reversed, but I don't read reversals. So presently, wow, we also had for Scorpio, we had a 4 of Swords energy come up too in the area of the present. So once again, taking it easy. And and perhaps really examining these thoughts, like examining the thoughts that are keeping you restricted, or that are not allowing you to move forward. But this is very positive, actually, because it's like you're taking time out now. You see these things and you are looking at them. So this is about your perception of lack. It's also about looking at your weaknesses and strengths. So even though you may be feeling perhaps that you're in perhaps a disempowered type of position, or in life maybe you don't feel extremely confident or whatever, you're becoming aware of that. And you're also, it's almost like you may have an awareness of this behind you, but you just haven't yet turned around. But it's like it's almost in your mind's eye, you are seeing this, you are having an awareness of this strength that you can partake of, or that you can step into an awareness of. And this is about your, just feelings of, perhaps there's a little bit of anxiety or feeling a bit restricted or like limited in some way. But you are definitely resting, recuperating, recovering. And, and it's directly under that death card, which is and transformation and change can actually be tiring and it can be exhausting. So it's really good that if you feel that you are taking time out. Awesome. Let's just grab some cards for something that you may not be aware of. The word quiet has just jumped out here to me as well. So that may require you to switch off media, switch off computers, phones, or put them away from you, and just it's just basically, you and the pillow and this reclining position, and just going into your own soul space. Okay. Now I have just cut this, so actually I'm going to cut it again anyway. Let's grab 3. So for you, Sagittarius, here we go. Now, we have the 9 of Pentacles. Okay, so you may be feeling a little isolated, but you're kind of just building it's a building up phase, okay? 7 of Pentacles. So yeah, you're kind of just consolidating some things, and maybe just re-identifying some goals, and deciding what you want to put your energy into moving forward, and perhaps things that you are not going to put so much energy into anymore as well. And the 9 of Pentacles is great too, because there's always there's a balance of give and take of energy here. So it might be just looking at getting a better balance of that for yourself. 8 of Pentacles, and this is about, working on something. It might be study, or it might be doing things with your hands. These are all Pentacles. 8, 9, 10. It's almost like 7, 8, 9. This is almost like a trifecta of Pentacles, isn't it? But these are all reasonably positive. Well, they are positive cards. So, So if you are feeling kind of exhausted and a bit depleted, and like there's a lot of issues that you're trying to work out, what you might not be aware of is that the energy that you're in, if it's feeling a bit heavy, it's going to improve. It's going to lighten up. And you're going to gain some balance from this phase that you're in, and you're going to really work out perhaps what you want to do moving forward, or you're going to, just be able to be more discerning about what it is that you want to put your energy into. Okay, so that's really positive. And this is also a card about focus. So it may even be that you just reevaluate your focus or your focuses in life, and that if you feel that that's something you need to do, if that resonates, that may be useful for you. But also to know that transformation, is not for the faint-hearted. So it's also a matter of congratulating yourself and feeling good about yourself for embarking on, or for even having the sensitivity to be receptive to the energies, and being able to even to feel them, and then to have to really, or to be able to go within and give yourself what it is that you need in order to move forward. And release, those unhelpful limiting beliefs, and we all have them. Okay, and there are basically, you can spend your whole life releasing things that don't serve, because we're continually upgrading. So just know that it's a phase, and that everyone's going through this. Okay, and let's grab some things for your outcome. I'm just going to shuffle one more. Well, outcome, that one just sort of jumped, so let's grab it. Okay, and this is so gorgeous. I'm really glad this jumped out. we have the star, which is healing. Okay, so it's a beautiful healing vibration. Inspiration, faith, hope, miracles. Okay, infinite energy. So if you're feeling a bit depleted of energy at the moment, just know that, you know, your energy will pick up. Okay. Let's grab a couple more here for that row. So we're going to hold up the star with these, of course. So this is the Ten of Swords. Yeah, so once again, so the outcome may be that you're going to let go of something else, or there'll be another thing that you will need to release. And Temperance, that's about healing as well, moderation, balance. So it's looking here like here, Sagittarius, that you may have been extremely busy and doing a lot of things, and maybe giving your energy out a lot, and that maybe because of that, your energies and your thoughts have been going in many different directions. And so it may be a case of just kind of really pulling back on that a little bit, but really just acknowledging your inner star and just taking some quiet self-care time. It's actually really gorgeous that you have the Death, which is the transformation, then you have the Four of Swords, which is chilling out, then you have the Nine of Pentacles, which is coming more into a feeling of, you know, everything's okay and you're feeling good, and then into an energy of the star, which is actually spiritual connection as well. So yeah, so that's your outcome. You are going to get more spirit connection, and you may find that, yeah, that you may get some closure on something, or something else will kind of come to an end. It may even be that you it may even be just an outdated belief that, you know, a belief that no longer serves you, that you are coming around to releasing, because that takes time, okay? And when you do release that, it will be really inspiring, and it will help you to lighten your frequency as well. Or it could be some communication that you've had with a person or persons that you are releasing, or letting go of, that will enable you to move into almost a different timeline. Okay, you could be just changing timelines, and of course, you know, it's not for the faint-hearted, and we're all going through it. You know, we all have so much inner strength and resilience that we need to give ourselves credit. And Sagittarius, you are no exception. So I also have my beautiful Foxfire deck here, so I'm going to grab a card from here for you. Let's pop out one here, and we have Acceptance. Okay, you know what, I'm going to read a little bit from here on Acceptance. Just bear with me, I'm going to grab the page number. The Kitsune are about they transform, shapeshift from people to foxes. Acceptance, here we go, page 48. This is an Alana Fairchild, Lucy Cavendish deck. 48. Okay. Right, here we have it. Accepting what is a powerful way to step into your own creative force and be a part of what will be. For change is weaving its way within the world of the Kitsune. And while there is sadness at the fading of one season, there is a sense of gratitude for all that has been. Instead of lamenting deeply, this Kitsune shows us how to gracefully open our hands and let go of what now must pass. This passing is not forever, it is simply for a time. But we are reminded with this card to allow whatever needs to leave now to go, and to stay within the moment of change and appreciate its gifts. Sense the change all about you and allow yourself to become a part of the change, to be gracious and graceful in the acceptance, which is no passive thing, no weakness, and truly not so much a surrender as an acknowledgement of the passing. It is presence and recognition and allowance. So, you know, that's about being, you know, of course, very present as well. And, yeah. So that's the acceptance. I'm also going to grab a card from the Mists of Avalon deck for you. And yeah, I mean, you could well be, of course, you know, letting go of things and that process of change, which is, yeah, something that we're all moving through. Here we go. So this is the Mists of Avalon. And creativity was something else that came up there. And I'm also going to pop in there that while the Pentacles suit can be about the physical, it can also be about creativity and using your hands. So if you feel that whatever is, if it has been upsetting or you're feeling a lot in the head, doing something with your hands could be fantastic, doing something creative, and it may even be gardening. So the other thing here, and also she has a spade. So I'm, you know, digging in the garden. And also this lady here is out with the bees under the trees. So, you know, it's almost a direct, you know, nature. And accidentally I was going to pull one card. We've pulled two, I've just discovered. And Ceridwen here is about inspiration, rebirth, creativity, and transformation. So she's a Celtic goddess, and if that resonates, that may be something that, in terms of even spiritual practice, that you might like to tap into the Celtic goddesses. And that's gorgeous. And that's the reason I brought out the creativity in the Pentacles, was because Ceridwen is, you know, a creative energy as well. And here we have the Sacred Union. Sexuality, vitality, growth, fertility, and yeah. So that can also be about acknowledging your opposite aspect that's within you. So if you're a woman, it can be about acknowledging your about acknowledging your masculine aspect. And if you're a man, it can be about acknowledging your feminine. So sometimes when we be introspective and we're going through a lot of thought processes, if we're doing some soul growth, we might want to look at our feminine and masculine aspects and how we activate those. And creativity can be a great way to bring both sides of our both sides of our soul energies together. Okay, so I mean, if you are feeling, you know, a bit alone, although this is a card of alone, but content to be alone. But if you're not feeling content with that, then, you know, doing something creative can help to really activate activate you in a whole-souled way. Okay. So yeah, any, you know, art, craft, gardening, cooking, and there may be something else too that you come up with that's entirely original, that's highly creative, and it sparks your creativity and your, even, you know, a spiritual kind of connection coming from that as well. Your intuitive aspect, you know, you could activate your intuition. So this is a gateway of light activation, and so let's grab one of these for you, Sagittarius. And we have that is gorgeous. Star being healing codes. Important information. Wounds are healed and recharging. So this is what you are doing here, recharging. And you're healing some wounds, okay? Now, that when I say wound, that may be a small thing, like a small shift, or it might be something that has more of an impact of you that has had more of an impact on you that you're healing through and from. So take what resonates, okay? So yeah, let's just read a real quick little bit from that. Star being, here we go. Bear with me. Sorry, folks. Oh, don't you love it when the pages stick together? Wow, here we go. Okay, there are many names for star beings, such as ETs, star people, star ancestors, sky people, and more. Whatever they are called, they are divinely inspired, evolved beings existing in dimensions that we can't even comprehend. They are the overseers of the cosmos, and like angels, are divine expressions of the heart of Source, who are dedicated to the well-being of the entire universe. They aren't limited by time or space, for they are from a higher dimension. Their frequency healings are received on a spiritual level and can then move through our energy centers to affect the physical. These cosmic beings are our interplanetary cousins and are now coming to many souls on Earth in support of healing, expansion, and harmony. Star beings exist in multiple forms and come from many different universes, but this card is a gateway that transports us to one of their healing sanctuaries. It is a gateway that is open to many different star beings, and so it doesn't stipulate which cosmic race is coming to us, but we will be receiving healing codes directly from cosmic guides. The healing can be emotional, physical, or spiritual. However it comes, know that it's a great blessing. So that could be something that you'd like to tap into, the beautiful star being healing codes. And yeah. Let's just see now what galactic card is going to pop up. And of course, the Galactic Heritage card that we pull may be a collective that you have had incarnations on, or that you have a current incarnation in, as we are multidimensional. Or it may simply be a collective that you feel resonant with, that you'd like to perhaps open your energy to and to receive downloads, if that's something that you'd like to do. And once again, you know, take whatever resonates. If none of that resonates, that's absolutely fine. So let's just pick a card here. And we have Refining Galactic Lineage. Okay, Pleiades. And the Pleiadians are our cousins, and they are working very closely with us, with all of our energies, I believe, and with Gaia, of course. 65. I will just grab that. And here we go. Pleiadians have been involved with genetic refinement projects on Earth and other planets for thousands of years. Okay, and see it as a way to be of service from a cosmic point of view. If you chose this card, then you too have most likely had this experience in other lives. This is why you have an interest in extraterrestrial consciousness in this life now. Always remember that learning about this subject is only meaningful if you see the bigger picture. Genetic projects represent the greater truth that we are all one. We are one consciousness expressing itself through many bodies. There is no separation between us. So the Pleiadians might be an energy that you'd like to tap into if you feel resonant with them as well. And sometimes all of these wounds that we have is the process of us releasing energies that have been in our field for a long time, and that it can feel upsetting. But sometimes if we can get a bigger picture perspective on it, then and that's what came through with the Kitsune card, was the acceptance. If we can step back and get a bigger picture and understanding of what this process is and why we are going through this, then it can help us to step into our soul energy a little more, and by doing that we are automatically refining our galactic lineage, because we are literally the bringers and the transformers of all that's gone before. Okay, so of all of the energies that Earth has been in, we are transforming all of them, which is just amazing. So, you know, I mean, if you're in here and you're feeling yucky, just give yourself credit for being here at this time, and because on another collective you have, or at another time in space, you have put up your hand and said, yes, I would like to be on Earth at this time to assist in this process. So, yeah, and we are coming to terms with many things, many new things that are coming into our consciousness. So hence we definitely need more rests. We need more self-care. We need more, you know, everything that's going to help us to help our frequencies. So give yourselves a pat on the back, Sagittarius, because you are doing absolutely fantastically, and a lot of things are coming to your awareness. And the other thing too is the reason that has come into your awareness is because that because you have the strength to be able to deal with that. Okay, and don't forget you have this beautiful star. You have soul. You are of source. You are a source light being, and yeah. I hope you have a lovely day and an awesome week, and I will catch you again soon. Bye for now.